What's good with it, YouTube world? Is Coffee tapping back in with another one, man. And you see, we got an update. We're talking about fallen hip hop legend Coolio. Rest in peace once again. Can't say it enough. It's been about a week, or maybe just a week, since we found out that Coolio passed. The news came through, shook up the blogosphere. It's always sad and a bit shocking to hear someone passed away, but Coolio just, I don't know. Like when I heard that news, I was just like, damn. One of my bros hit me up, shared the news with me, and everyone when I tapped in on it was like, Coffee, damn, I just seen dude live yesterday. We slid over to his page, seen that he had recently posted up a performance that he was doing and everything, and it was just like, wow. 59 years old, Coolio has left this earth, and the details were scarce. We heard he was over at a friend's house, had actually went live from that friend's house and passed away there, and from there, of course, the theories and different things of that nature came out. I mean, no disrespect to the legend, but let's just talk about what a lot of people were saying. And I pondered on the thought myself, not saying that's what it is, but, individuals heard he passed away in a bathroom at a friend's house. And a lot of people were saying that, narcotics and substances and stuff like that was coming up in discussions. And here we are now. Before we jump into this update, and again, as always, hit the comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Something that I missed the other day when the news of Coolio passing away broke was that, obviously we know Coolio was a beloved guy. I can't really ever recall of him having hip hop beef. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, please share it in the comments. I flucked with him. We all did. If you came up 80s, 90s, you definitely knew who Coolio was. But he was just a really cool dude. It was in his name. He's fucking Coolio, and there was a lot of debates too, what kind of rapper he was classified as. Some people were saying, was he pop? Was he a gangster rapper? One individual I heard throw out there that Coolio might have been the first gangster rapper to go pop. Maybe, I don't know. Comment and let me know how you feel about that whole statement there. But, as a beloved guy that he was, a lot of people within the industry, hip hop, entertainment world, movies, Hollywood, whatever, tapped in and shared their messages. One thing that I totally forgot, as Keenan and Kel, all that, or the Keenan and Kel show, however you want to refer to them, you guys, again, came up 80s, 90s. You remember that show. I believe it was just Kel, or maybe it was Keenan. I don't fucking know. It doesn't really matter. Shared, how they flucked with him. They, were cool with him. Tapped in with him more recently. And I totally forgot that Coolio did the song for Keenan and Kel. Like, I don't know how that slipped my mind, man. I was a Nickelodeon kid for sure, and I'm sure a lot of you guys were. And that, for him to do that theme song, you know what I mean, to land that job or whatever, to make history and do that, just is a testament to what a huge star this guy was, and crossover from the streets, gangster rap, to the pop world. But someone else who tapped in was Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer, which everyone knows, she was the star of Dangerous Minds, Coolio's biggest hit ever. Gangsta's Paradise, obviously, was everything for that movie. A big part of the campaign, the rollout for the movie. It was getting spin nonstop on the radio. He was performing it everywhere, award shows, appearances, just everything. That song was a banger, his biggest banger of all time. And that was a huge movie, huge box office success. Again, like a big testament to what this dude was as an artist, his legacy. And Michelle Pfeiffer said, heartbroken to hear the passing of the gifted artist Coolio, a life cut entirely too short As some of you may know, I was lucky enough to work with him on Dangerous Minds in '95. He won a Grammy for his brilliant song on the soundtrack, which I think was the reason for our film, which I think was the reason our film saw so much success. I remember him being nothing but gracious. 30 years later, I still get chills when I hear the song, sending love and light to his family. Rest in power, artist Leon Ivy Jr. And right there, you heard Michelle Pfeiffer, the star, one of the main stars of that movie, put it out right there. Like I just said, that being a big part of the movie's success. That the song was gritty. Everything about it came through like perfect as a hit could be. But leading up, being in the music video, them face to face, she's the teacher, but he's schooling her up, on what it's like coming up in a gangster's paradise, right? And then the commercials and everything, it was just huge. And really, for real, like when she says she gets chills when she hears that song, for those that came up back in that era, I'm sure you guys all remember like just how legendary that song was, you know what I mean? So that was pretty dope. I missed all this. That was pretty dope to hear her say that and everything like that. And it really just takes you back to that era when that song dropped and everything. Legendary, you know what I mean? But getting into this update, man, it's like, what really happened? We heard cardiac arrest. He had a heart attack. He passed away in his friend's bathroom. What could this be? Were substances involved and all that? I don't know. But what's coming out now, what the breaking news has been lately, is that sources close to Coolio, friends, whoever the fuck it is, have came out and said that Coolio was super asthmatic, to the point that when he traveled, he kept inhalers on deck at all times, and the news is taking this and sharing the fact that there's with the American Heart Association and all that, there's a link between asthma and cardiac arrest or heart attacks and, heart disease, etc. But what do you guys think of that, man? Does that say anything to you? And what's really shocking as well to hear is not just that he went and passed away in the bathroom, right? Because again, guys, I'm not trying to speak ill of the legend. If he did happen to pass away from getting high, which again, I'm not saying that's what it was or is. There's no evidence yet to point to that. Only thing is just theories floating around right now. But he didn't just pass away in the bathroom. We're hearing that he went to the bathroom, locked himself in there, and never returned. After being in there for quite some time, I guess his friend came, was pounding on the door, ended up having to break the door down to find him, slumped over or laid out or however he was. And when paramedics came, they, worked on him for 45 minutes before officially pronouncing him dead. And I don't know, with that update, guys, is what happened to Coolio any clear to you? Jump in the comments and let me know. But as far as all the theories and stuff like that, all these theories and stuff like that are gonna float around. They're gonna circulate. People are gonna talk. I mean, it is what it is. That's just the way things go. That's just how things transpire. And that's why we got to come on here and chop it up and talk it out as we do on the J Coffee Talk platform and try to make sense of things. You know what I mean? Yeah, like we know in this blogosphere internet era, motherfuckers take ish and run with it. So let's, break that all down in the comments. But as we, sit here and, wait to find out what happened to this hip hop legend. And regardless, however he did pass away, that does not take away from his amazing, iconic legacy. But it had me thinking about another musician who is a huge legend who passed away some years back, actually. And, when he passed away, same thing as always. There was all kinds of theories and people saying this and that and everything. And, it like, I just happened to hear, some official ish about his passing more recently that I hadn't heard before, that I wanted to tap in with you guys and speak about, with substance abuse and stuff like that being discussed, rumored again. You know what I mean? We ain't running with that. We're just speaking on it, right? And who I'm talking about is Prince, right? Like, and real quick, guys, comment your favorite Prince track of all time. That's hard to do, right? Because we know, like, Prince, man, his body of work is just simply amazing. But, he died some years back. And something that I never realized until recently was that Prince died of that Fenty Wap, man. That horrible poison that is out there in the streets, killing so many people every day. Like, it really scares the fuck out of me. As I shared before, something that's so frightening about it is the fact that in the drug business, you know what I mean? Like, and we know that the powers that be are involved in everything where there's money and major revenue involved. And, sex, drugs, and rock and roll is always going to produce a lot of revenue, right? It's never going to lose popularity. And the fact that it makes no sense to poison and kill off your customer base, but we see that happening. It's scary, and just how toxic this ish is, and that it's out there. It's very, very frightening. As I always share with everyone, when this topic comes up, if you are indeed out there getting high, this is the time you want to put that ish down. A lot of toxic poison out there, not just with the Fenty Wap. There's just all kinds of synthetic bullshit out there designed to kill your ass. But when it came to Prince, man, I guess Prince, back when he passed, was going back on the road, and what I mean, had I guess developed a taste for the pain meds, the opiates, right? As I guess he had severe hand from playing the piano and feet pain, because when he would perform, he would get out there and wild out, jumping all over the place, doing his thing. Like, Prince put on a show. That's what he did. And R.I.P. Charlie Murphy, as he told us on the Chappelle Show, Prince could hoop too. Not just Prince, the whole entourage, the whole band. And they would get out there and play ball in the ish that they were performing. And that was crazy, man. True Hollywood stories with Charlie Murphy. R.I.P. Charlie Murphy, man. It's so sad reflecting on all these fallen legends. But I guess, what happened with Prince was, during this time, he's getting ready to go back on the road, living his best life and everything, developed a taste for them painkillers, and he had a doctor flying in to develop a plan and to get with Prince and to get him on that buprenorphine or them SUBSs to get him off them pain meds. And right when all this was going on is when Prince was found dead in an elevator. And we later found out that it was from that Fenty Wap, right? And after all the investigation, everyone came in and tried to break down what was going on. A lot of evidence was processed. A lot of people were interviewed. The way that Prince died was, of course, I said it like 3 times, Fenty Wap, but it was in some prescription meds, right? So one way or another, some of those tainted pills, whether it was a Percocet and Oxy, we've seen it in Xannies, but we're not talking about benzos here. We're talking about painkillers, where it's a fake pill broke down, fentanyl pressed into it, reformed back into a pill. They're all over in the streets and they'll kill your ass. And one way or another, that those pills ended up in Prince's stash. So, what was the deal? Was Prince out here buying pain meds on the street, or was there some kind of foul play? I said foul play, where someone possibly pulled a switcheroo, and because he did have like, I guess Prince had all kinds of pills were found, amongst his property and stuff when he died, so it was like, was it some ish he bought off the street, or did it somehow end up mixed in his actual prescriptions and he died? I don't know, but man, that was wild. I never knew that about Prince. Again, you guys, I'm sure you all recall back when Prince passed away, like the theories was really going wild. As Prince had, spoke out about some things regarding the industry and stuff like that. He wasn't the kind of guy that was just gonna go with the flow. He was gonna be his own individual and have his voice heard. But I don't know, just wanted to share that with y'all as well. Comment and let me know if that was something you guys were already privy to, already knew, or not. But with all that being said, R.I.P. Coolio, R.I.P. Prince. Leave them D-Rugs alone. And once again, that is not what we're saying happened to Coolio. You know what I mean? That's just been something that's been a big theory circulating and floating around the blogosphere. So we had to discuss it and, go over this new information. That was put out there. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been another episode of J Coffee Talk. Make sure to hit them buttons, like, sub, bell. Of course, join the discussion in the comments and stay tuned for more blogs, videos, news, sports, music, current events, life, and much more. I'm about you guys. Peace.